Namaskar friends. Today we are presenting a summary of chapter 14 of Srimad Bhagavad Geeta. Lord Krishna said, Arjun, now I shall speak of that knowledge which is supreme among all forms of knowledge, and knowing which allows all sage people to free themselves of this mortal world and attain the ultimate, that is, attain me. That knowledge is as follows. Parth, my own 8-element nature, water, fire, air, earth, ether, mind, intellect, and ego, is the mother who gives rise to the whole world. And I myself am the father who plants the conscious seed in the form of the soul. In this way, it is my unconscious as well as conscious natures that are the origin of the world. O son of Kunti, the attributes of Satogun, Rajogun, and Tamogun have also been born out of my Maya, and these are what bind humans. Let me tell you about them in detail. A person in whom Satogun is predominant is full of the light of knowledge, having a pure nature without defects, who always experiences happiness and contentment. Such a person remains in a state of bliss. There is a sense of peace and knowledge in his mind and senses. The fruits of sattvic actions are also received in the form of happiness, knowledge, and dispassion. A person in whom Satogun is predominant attains heaven after death. Arjun, Rajogun dominant people are constantly engaged in their actions and in attachment to its fruits. Their mind longs for material pleasures. They spend their lives in desire, attachment, anger, happiness, and sorrow arising from the fruits of their actions. They are constantly caught between restlessness and peace of mind. In this way, Rajogun engages one in action. After death, such humans are reborn in the human form. I shall now tell you about those who have a predominance of Tamogun. Tamogun arises from ignorance. That is, it takes away a person's knowledge. Such human beings engage in all kinds of futile activities. They are always in a state of laziness, sleep, intoxication, indifference towards duties, enmity, hatred, anger, neglect, ego, and pride. After death, such people are reborn into lower forms of life, such as animals and birds. However, Arjun, a person who wishes to increase or reduce the proportion of these attributes within himself can do so by making an effort. For example, he can suppress Rajogun and Tamogun and increase Satogun within himself. Arjun then asked, Keshav, the person who is able to balance and control his attributes, what is such a person called? What are the qualities of such a person? Lord Krishna replied, Arjun, those who transcend all three attributes, that is, do not get caught up in them, are called Gunatit. A Gunatit human is able to free himself from the suffering of birth, old age, and death. He does not covet any of the three attributes. Everything, whether earth, stone, or gold, is considered equal by such a person. He does not discriminate between the pleasant and the unpleasant, criticism or adoration, insult or praise, enemy or friend, all are equal in his eyes. Such a Gunatit person, constantly worshipping me, becomes one with me. This was a summary of the 14th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita. Namaskar, Jai Shri Krishna.